welcome to the UNLV Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bruins will kick it away first. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So UNLV's offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah. Turning it on. Past the 30. Inside the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Vegas.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. So UCLA's offense will take the field for the first time. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long run. He has incredible vision, he can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah, and he sets the tone, man. More guys are going to be committed to stopping him in the run game. It sets the tone for the offense. It opens up everything else. It starts and ends with him.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Bruins line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. The pitch. There he goes. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
They'll mark him down right there. Good pickup, but still a little bit short of the 1st down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
We reached the break, and UNLV is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
UCLA, 0.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
I really like the 3rd down plan here. How are you going to pressure the quarterback? I love the blitz. It fools the offensive line. They get to the quarterback before he has a chance to set his feet, make a nice throw, forcing the 4th down.
And it's no good. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. The defense just gives back its mini victory of forcing the field goal try with the roughing the kicker penalty, and now they'll have to come up with a stop in the red zone. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Snagged out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And I tell you what, I know it's little after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. From the gun, the running back has it. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Makes a grab over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Bruins will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Shaw. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. And he avoids the tackle with the slide. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th down.
The Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Sends it back in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man on the outside. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll sneak it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Handoff to the lone back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that is run the football, and you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Running to Green. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They'll run the option. Creates a little space. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Let's go.
And the Rebels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. On the option. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Quarterback on the keeper. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. On the option. He'll keep it himself. He'll toss it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And his foot's just inside that right upright. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner goes down. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Got his man to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Johnson wants to throw it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Prime. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Rebels are marching down the field. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. And the Rebels will have it first and 10. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNLV. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. I know some teams have an aversion to punting. It's sort of the new wave of backs going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Bruins in the hurry-up.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Johnson looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! A great catch and run for 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass, and running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Jacksonville State sure is making it look easy today. What a spectacular performance on the offensive side of the ball. They're up 14 over Louisiana Tech. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll go to the ground. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Rebels offense is back on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Direct snap. It's Hilton. Got a little space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. On the direct snap, it's Hilton. Looking to buy time. He's got the tight end. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. Goes to the option. He'll pull it on the read. Rides to back and leaves it. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. These last 2 plays have just made you go, what are you doing? 3rd and goal, a chance to set it right. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that drive covered 40 yards. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. After this, it'll be a wrap. Johnson wants to throw it. He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.